Hello there. It's late now, isn't it? The world outside your window has grown quiet. The busy sounds of the day have softened into a gentle hush. I wonder where you're listening from tonight. Perhaps you're in a city where the distant hum of traffic sounds like a far-off ocean. Or maybe you're somewhere peaceful, where the only sound is the whisper of the wind. Or the soft chirping of crickets outside. Wherever you are here now, tucked in, safe, ready for rest. Take a moment to get comfortable. Let your shoulders soften. Let the pillow cradle your head. You've listened to your heart, I'm sure. You've felt its steady, rhythmic beat, a soft, distant drum that marks the passing of every second. And you've listened to your mind, its busy thoughts, its plans, its memories, a constant stream of chatter that you are now, finally, allowing to slow down. But have you ever truly listened to the secret thoughts of your small intestine? I know. It sounds a bit funny, doesn't it? Well, I am your small intestine, and tonight, you finally have the chance to listen. Don't miss it. For all this time, I've been right here, working for you, in the quiet dark. I'm not as famous as the heart, with its poetic beat that inspires songs and sonnets. I'm not the lungs, who get to feel the fresh morning air with every breath you take. And I'm certainly not the brilliant brain, with all its bright ideas and vivid dreams. No, I'm something else entirely. I am the humble one, the one working behind the scenes. If your body were a grand theater, I wouldn't be the star on stage. I'd be the one working quietly in the wings, making sure the whole production runs smoothly. I am the silent partner in your well-being, the steady, reliable foundation of your energy, your strength, and your vitality. My home is a cozy, warm, and dark place. It's tucked safely deep inside your abdomen, just beneath your stomach. I am coiled gently, like a soft garden hose resting in the sun. I'm surrounded by my neighbors, the liver, the pancreas, the stomach. We all have our own jobs, but we work together in perfect, silent harmony. There are no clocks down here, no morning alarms, no evening news. There is only a gentle, constant rhythm, a rhythm of movement, of purpose, of life. It's a slow, wave-like dance that never, ever stops. A soft pulse of muscle, a gentle squeeze, moving, always moving, in service to you. As you breathe in, feel your belly rise just a little. And as you breathe out, feel it soften and fall. That is your rhythm. And deep inside, in the very center of that gentle rise and fall, I have mine. Our rhythms are connected. Your calm helps me find my calm. So tonight, as you settle in, as the world outside fades away, I invite you to come on a journey with me, a journey inward. There will be no drama here, no surprises, no loud noises. There will only be a calm, steady flow of quiet facts. A gentle story about the magic that is happening inside you, right at this very moment. You don't have to do anything at all. You don't have to remember anything. Your only job is to listen, to breathe, and to let go. Get comfortable now. Let your eyelids feel heavy. Let the gentle drone of the fan or the deep silence of your room wash over you. For tonight, I will be your storyteller. And the story is about me, about the incredible, tireless, and peaceful work I do for you every single day and every single night. The story is about us. And so, here we are, together in the quiet. Your breathing is slow and steady now, deeper, more relaxed. Your body feels heavier, sinking softly into the mattress. That's good. There is nowhere else you need to be. As you continue to drift, have you ever really thought about what I do? all day, and all night. What is my purpose down here in the warm, gentle dark? Most people don't give it a second thought. And that's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. My work is so seamless, so automatic, that you can live your entire life without ever having to manage me. It is a gift, a quiet, biological grace. But tonight, since we have this time together, let me formally introduce myself and my work. I am your small intestine, but if I had an official name tag, it would say something a little more descriptive. It might say, Chief of Sorting and Absorption. Or maybe, Director of Nutrient Distribution. It sounds very official, doesn't it? But my work is anything but cold or corporate. It's a gentle, intuitive, and deeply caring process. Please, don't think of me as just a long tube. That's what the textbooks say, I know. But it's such a boring description for a job that is filled with so much magic. Instead, I want you to imagine me as a highly intelligent, very discerning gatekeeper. Or perhaps, a wise old librarian in a vast, ancient library of food. It all begins after your stomach has done its part. After it has churned and mixed and broken down the wonderful meal you ate hours ago, it sends a delivery down to me. It doesn't come all at once. It arrives in small, gentle waves, a warm, soupy, nutrient-rich mixture. And that is where my real work begins. My purpose, my entire reason for being, is to look through that delivery and find every last bit of goodness. Every tiny, shimmering vitamin, every precious, essential mineral, every little molecule of protein, carbohydrate, and healthy fat. Nothing is overlooked. Nothing is missed. I am like a wise old miner, panning for gold in a gentle river. Patiently, tirelessly, I sift and sort. My inner walls, which we will talk about later, are designed perfectly for this task. They are not smooth. They are lined with a beautiful velvety texture that is incredibly efficient at catching all the good things. And when I find these little treasures, these tiny particles of life force, I do something truly amazing. I gently pull them through my walls and hand them over to the great, flowing river of your bloodstream. Think of your blood as the body's ultimate delivery service. A network of tiny red rivers that carries my gifts to every single part of you. The vitamin C I just found. It's on its way to help your immune system stand strong. The calcium, it's heading off to fortify your bones. The glucose, it's being delivered to your brain so you can dream, and to your muscles so you can feel rested and restored when you wake. That feeling of energy you had this afternoon when the sun was shining, I played a part in that. That was my gift to you. The strength that flows through your body, the clarity in your thoughts, the very building blocks that repair your cells while you sleep. I am the one who finds them, sorts them, and sends them on their way. And the best part is, you don't have to do a thing. You can just rest. You can just breathe. I have it all taken care of. Sorting and absorbing and sorting. That is my gentle rhythm. A slow, methodical, and peaceful process. It is a dance of chemistry and biology. A silent, life-giving symphony that I conduct for you 24 hours a day. Feel your own breath now. In and out. That is your rhythm. The simple, beautiful rhythm of life. And deep inside, I have mine. A quiet, purposeful flow. So now you know my secret. My purpose. I am not just a passive tube. I am an active, intelligent, and vital part of you. I am the quiet nourisher, the silent provider, working tirelessly so that you can simply be, so you can rest and heal and drift off into a deep, peaceful sleep. I'm glad you're still here with me, floating in this quiet space. Your body is growing heavier. Your mind is growing calmer. That's it. Just let it happen. Let the stillness of the room become your own inner stillness. Now that you know my purpose, my gentle job of sorting and absorbing, I'd like to take you on a little tour. A slow, peaceful walk through my different neighborhoods. You see, I am not just one long, uniform road. I am a journey with 3 distinct, beautiful parts. Each one has its own personality, its own special role in nourishing you. So just relax and let me be your guide. Our tour begins in my very first section, the part that connects directly to your stomach. Its name is the duodenum. The duodenum is my reception hall. It's the busiest, most social part of my world. When that warm, soupy mixture of digested food leaves the stomach, this is the very first place it arrives. The duodenum is short, only about 10 inches long, and it curves gently, like a soft letter C. It's here that I greet the day's deliveries, but I don't work alone in this busy reception area. This is where I meet up with my friends. As I mentioned before, the pancreas and the liver are my essential partners. Here, in the duodenum, they deliver their precious gifts. Imagine a tiny, hidden doorway in my wall. Through that door, the pancreas sends in a gentle stream of powerful enzymes. These are like microscopic keys, designed to unlock the nutrients trapped inside the food. At the same time, the gallbladder, on behalf of the liver, sends in a beautiful emerald green liquid called bile. Bile is a specialist. Its main job is to handle the fats, breaking them down into tiny, manageable droplets that I can absorb more easily. So the duodenum is a place of transformation, a chemical kitchen where everything is prepared for the next stage of the journey. It's bustling, yes, but it's a calm, organized kind of busy. A perfect, silent ballet of chemistry happening right now, inside of you. Once the food has been mixed with these wonderful juices, we move on. The journey continues into my second and longest neighborhood. This is the jejunum. If the duodenum is the reception hall, then the jejunum is the grand absorption lounge. This is where the real magic of nutrient gathering happens. The jejunum is long, many, many feet long, and its inner walls are the most luxurious you could ever imagine. They are incredibly plush, folded into a deep velvety texture. This is the part of me that is most dedicated to my primary job. As the nutrient-rich liquid flows slowly through this lounge, my walls get to work. Gently, efficiently, my lining begins to pull in all the good things. The sugars and amino acids, the fatty acids and vitamins, they all pass through my walls and into the bloodstream. It is a slow, patient, and deeply satisfying process. There is no rushing here. The jejunum is a place of quiet, focused work. It is the heart of my operation, the engine room of your energy. Finally, after the long, winding journey through the jejunum, we arrive at my last neighborhood. This is the ileum. The ileum is the final checkpoint. It is the wise and meticulous supervisor at the end of the line. By the time the food reaches this section, most of the major nutrients have already been absorbed. But the ileum's job is to make sure nothing important was missed. It is here that I absorb very specific, very special things, like vitamin B12, which is so important for your nerves and blood cells. The ileum is also responsible for absorbing bile salts, recycling them, and sending them back to the liver to be used again. Nothing is wasted in your body. Everything is part of a perfect, beautiful cycle. The ileum is also the place where I say goodbye. Once its work is done, it passes what remains, mostly water, fiber, and waste products, onto its next-door neighbor, the large intestine. My job is complete. The journey through my world is over. For this meal, at least. Duodenum, jejunum, ileum, the reception hall, the absorption lounge, and the final checkpoint. 3 parts of a single flowing journey. A journey that is happening right now, inside of you. A silent, perfect process. of nourishment and care. How are you feeling now? A little sleepier, I hope. A little more at peace. Your mind is letting go of the day and sinking into the soft, simple reality of this moment. Just being, just listening. We've just toured my 3 neighborhoods, the distinct parts of my world that work in such beautiful harmony. But now, I want to share another secret with you. A secret about my incredible size. When you think of me, coiled so neatly in your belly, you probably imagine something quite manageable, something that fits easily inside you. And you're right, it does. But that's part of the magic of nature's perfect packaging. Because if you were to take me, your small intestine, and gently uncoil me and lay me out straight, do you know how long I would be? I would be about 22 feet long. 22 feet. Can you picture that? It's hard, isn't it? Let's think about it for a moment. 22 feet is longer than the average car. It's taller than a giraffe. It's roughly the height of a 2-story house. All of that length, that long winding road, is tucked perfectly, peacefully, inside of you. It's an incredible feat of biological engineering. And why? Why so long? Because my job of absorption requires time and space. The food you eat doesn't just rush through me. It takes a slow, meandering journey. A journey that can last for hours. This long, winding path ensures that I have plenty of time to capture every last bit of nourishment. It gives my velvety walls the chance to connect with the food, to find those precious vitamins and minerals, and to send them on their way to you. It's a slow river, not a fast-moving stream. And the length of that river is what gives you life, but the length is only half of the story. The other secret, the even more amazing secret, is my surface area. You might think that the inside of a 22-foot-long tube would have a certain amount of surface space. But my inner world is not a simple, smooth tunnel. As I mentioned, my walls are not flat. First, they are folded. Imagine beautiful, soft velvet drapery, hanging in elegant folds. My inner lining has these large circular folds all the way down. That alone increases my surface area immensely. But then, if you were to look closer at the surface of those folds, you would see that they are covered in the tiny, finger-like projections we will talk about next. Millions and millions of them. And if you could look even closer still, with a powerful microscope, you would see that each of those tiny fingers is covered in even tinier bristles. Like the softest brush you can imagine. With all of these folds and fingers and bristles, my inner surface area becomes truly vast. So vast, in fact, that if you could take my inner lining and spread it out completely flat, it would cover an entire tennis court. Just let that sink in. A tennis court. An entire tennis court of soft, warm, living tissue, all dedicated to absorbing nutrients, is folded up with perfect, geometric precision to fit inside your abdomen. It is a universe of space in a very small area, a world within you. This isn't just a biological fact. It is a testament to the incredible intelligence and beauty of your body. It is a sign of how deeply nature is invested in your survival, in your well-being. It created this enormous, powerful system just to make sure you are nourished. So as you lie here, feeling the gentle weight of your body, remember the vast, hidden landscape within. The long, winding 22-foot road and the inner surface of a tennis court, all working silently, peacefully, just for you. There you are. Drifting deeper now. The outside world is a distant memory. The only reality is the softness of your bed, the rhythm of your own breathing, and the sound of my voice, guiding you further into peace. We just talked about my vast inner landscape, the incredible surface area I hold within you. Now, I want to take you even closer. I want you to see what I see, to feel what I feel. Let's zoom in, past the large folds of my walls, And look at the beautiful texture that makes it all possible. My inner lining, my entire inner world, is covered in a dense, beautiful forest of something called villi. Villi is just a word. What I want you to imagine is a forest of the softest, most delicate fingers you can imagine. Millions and millions of them, each about a millimeter long, swaying gently in the warm, nutrient-rich fluid that flows past. Imagine a field of sea anemones in a calm, tropical ocean, their tentacles waving gracefully in the current. My inner world is much like that. It is a living, moving, breathing surface. This forest of villi is my workforce. Each single villus is a tiny, powerful engine of absorption. It is covered in a layer of cells so thin, only one cell thick, that nutrients can pass through it with incredible ease. Inside each villus, there is a tiny network of blood vessels, called capillaries. They are waiting, like an empty delivery truck, ready to be loaded up. As the vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients pass through the thin wall of the villus, they are immediately picked up by these capillaries and whisked away into your bloodstream. It is a system of breathtaking efficiency and elegance. But the magic doesn't even stop there. If we could zoom in even closer, if you could stand on the surface of one of my tiny villi, you would see that it too is not smooth. The surface of each villus is covered in even tinier bristles, something the scientists call microvilli. There are thousands of them on every single villus. They create a texture so fine, it's often called a brush border. Imagine running your hand over the softest velvet you've ever felt. Now imagine something 1,000 times softer, 1,000 times finer. That is the texture of my inner world. This incredibly fine, brush-like surface is the final point of contact. It is here that the very last, most microscopic particles of food are broken down and absorbed. It is the final, gentle act in the long, beautiful story of digestion. This whole system, the folds, the villi, the microvilli, is designed for one purpose: to maximize my ability to connect with the food you eat, to create an enormous, rich, and receptive surface for nourishment to take place. It is a world of incredible softness, of gentle, constant motion, of life-giving purpose. This beautiful, hidden forest is not just a part of your anatomy. It is a living garden that you tend to with every meal you eat. When you eat wholesome, gentle foods, this garden thrives. The villi are healthy and strong, doing their job with ease. So as you drift now, deeper and deeper into sleep, I want you to picture this inner world, not as a dark, mysterious place, but as a beautiful, swaying forest. A warm, safe, and peaceful landscape that is working, at this very moment, to heal. It is your own secret garden, and it is always here, always working, just for you. And so, you continue to drift. You may barely be hearing my words now, and that's perfectly all right. Let my voice be like a gentle stream, a soft sound in the background of your own journey into sleep. We have explored my structure, my incredible length, and my beautiful inner world. Now, let's talk about my rhythm, the rhythm of my day. For you, the day begins with the sound of an alarm or the soft light of the morning sun. For me, the day begins with the arrival of breakfast. But I want you to know, there is no rush down here. The phrase morning rush sounds so stressful, so hurried. My world is never like that. My morning begins with a feeling of gentle anticipation, a calm readiness. After your stomach has held and prepared your first meal of the day, it begins to send it down to me, into my reception hall, the duodenum. It doesn't send it all at once. That would be overwhelming. Instead, it releases it in small, perfectly measured amounts. I feel it as a soft, warm cascade, a gentle wave of nourishment arriving. And as soon as it does, my muscles awaken in a beautiful, coordinated dance. This dance is called peristalsis. It is a slow, rhythmic, wave-like contraction of my muscles that moves everything gently along my 22-foot path. I want you to imagine a long, silk ribbon, and imagine two hands gently squeezing the ribbon, one after the other, to move a drop of water from one end to the other. That is what peristalsis feels like. A gentle squeeze, followed by a soft release. A forward push, followed by a moment of rest. Squeeze and release. Push and rest. It is a rhythm that is as natural and as steady as your own breathing. In fact, why don't you join me? As you breathe in, imagine my muscles are in their moment of rest, and as you breathe out, a long, slow breath. Imagine a gentle wave of contraction is moving through me, pushing nourishment along. Breathe in and rest. Breathe out and flow. This gentle, wave-like dance is happening inside you right now. It happens after every meal you eat. It is the engine that moves everything through my world. It is a process of incredible strength, yet it is performed with the utmost gentleness. My muscles are strong, but they are never aggressive. They are purposeful, but they are never rushed. They work in perfect harmony, a coordinated wave of movement that ripples down my entire length, ensuring that every part of me gets to play its part in absorbing the goodness from your food. This is the start of my workday. Not with a jolt or a loud noise, but with a warm, gentle wave, a predictable, reliable rhythm that has been with you your entire life. It is a rhythm of care, a rhythm of nourishment, a rhythm of life itself. So as you lie here, on the very edge of sleep, feel the gentle rhythm of your own breath, and know that deep inside, I have my own rhythm that is dancing in harmony with yours. A slow, steady, peaceful wave, carrying you through the night and preparing you for a new day. Are you still with me? Perhaps you are floating now, in that lovely, weightless space between wakefulness and sleep. That's a wonderful place to be. Just stay there. Let my voice be a soft anchor in your peaceful drift. We've talked about my gentle morning rhythm, that first warm wave of nourishment that starts my day. But I must tell you a very important secret about my work. I never, ever do it alone. No one in your body works alone. We are a community, a silent, perfectly coordinated team. And in my neighborhood, in my special part of your inner world, I have two of the most wonderful, reliable friends you could ever imagine. They are my partners, my helpers, my next-door neighbors, the pancreas and the liver. As that first delivery from the stomach arrives in my reception hall, the duodenum, a quiet signal is sent out. It's not a loud alarm. It's more like a soft, polite whisper that travels through the neighborhood, a message that says, "The work is beginning. Our friend needs us," and my partners always answer. The pancreas, who rests so quietly just behind your stomach, is a master chemist. It is one of the most brilliant and generous members of our community. In response to that soft whisper, the pancreas prepares a special delivery for me, a care package filled with powerful digestive juices. These juices contain something magical called enzymes. Please don't worry about the word. Just imagine these enzymes as microscopic keys, trillions of tiny, perfectly shaped keys, each designed to unlock a specific nutrient from the food. There are keys for carbohydrates, keys for proteins, and keys for fats. The pancreas sends these keys to me through a tiny shared doorway in my wall. A gentle, clear stream of helpers arrives, ready to get to work. They mix with the food, finding their locks and turning them, releasing all of the goodness that is hidden inside. Without these keys from my friend the pancreas, my job would be almost impossible. It is an act of perfect, selfless teamwork. At the very same time, my other dear friend, the liver, also answers the call. The liver is the largest and one of the hardest working organs in your whole body. It has hundreds of jobs, but one of its most beautiful creations is a liquid called bile. The liver makes this bile all day long and stores it in a small, pear-shaped pouch that lives just beneath it, called the gallbladder. The gallbladder is like a little reservoir, holding on to this precious liquid until the moment it's needed. And when that signal comes from me, the gallbladder gives a gentle squeeze and sends the bile down to me through that very same shared doorway. The bile itself is a beautiful emerald green color. Imagine the deepest green of a forest floor. It has a very special job. It's a fat specialist. It takes the larger droplets of fats from your meal and breaks them down into tiny, microscopic bubbles. This makes it so much easier for my enzymes and my walls to absorb them. The bile doesn't break the fat down chemically. It just embraces it, separates it, and prepares it for me. So picture this scene, happening right now, deep inside you. A warm, gentle flow from the stomach, a clear stream of enzyme keys from the pancreas, and a beautiful, emerald green river of bile from the liver and gallbladder, all meeting and mingling in my duodenum. It is a silent ballet, a perfect chemical dance. No one is leading and no one is following. We just move together in harmony, a trinity of organs, working as one. As you drift deeper and deeper, just hold that image in your mind, the image of perfect, effortless teamwork, the image of a community that exists only to care for you. Your breath is so steady now, a soft, gentle tide, rising and falling. With each exhale, you let go a little more. You are sinking into a deep, comfortable peace. Just allow that to happen. I am here with you. Now that my friends have helped me prepare the meal, now that the enzymes have unlocked the nutrients and the bile has embraced the fats, my favorite part of the job can begin. The true art of what I do, the art of absorption. As the nutrient-rich liquid flows from my busy reception hall and into the long, luxurious lounge of my jejunum, my entire being becomes focused on one single task: finding the treasures. The food you ate is no longer just food. It has been transformed. It is now a flowing river of potential, a liquid stream filled with countless microscopic jewels. And my job is to find every single one. My beautiful velvety inner walls, with their forest of swaying villi, are perfectly designed for this. They are like the most sensitive net you can imagine, able to catch the smallest, most precious particles. As the river flows by, I begin to sort. Gently, patiently, I find the tiny, shimmering particles of iron, the very spark of your energy. I carefully pull them through my walls and hand them to the bloodstream, knowing they will soon be part of the red blood cells that carry oxygen to your entire body. Then I find the calcium, the quiet, steady strength giver. I absorb it and send it on its way to build your bones and teeth, to keep your heart beating steadily, to help your muscles move. I find the amino acids from the protein you ate. These are the body's building blocks. I gather them up like a child collecting perfect, smooth stones. I know that soon they will become new skin, new hair, new cells, a constant, quiet act of renewal happening while you sleep. I find the fatty acids and cholesterol, so often misunderstood, but so essential. I absorb them carefully, knowing they are needed to build your brain, to protect your nerves, and to create the very hormones that balance your mood. And of course, I find the glucose, the simple, sweet energy from carbohydrates. I send it into the river of your blood, providing the fuel that every single one of your cells is thirsty for. This process, this gentle, constant sorting and gathering, is the great purpose of my existence. It is a slow, methodical art form. There is no noise, no rush, just a deep, cellular knowing of what to take and what to leave behind. Imagine you are standing by a calm, flowing stream. You reach in your hand and let the cool water flow over your fingers. You can't see the minerals in the water, but you know they are there. My villi are like millions of tiny hands, reaching into the stream of nourishment, feeling for the goodness, and pulling it into the warmth and safety of your body. The bloodstream itself is my partner in this dance. It flows patiently through the tiny vessels within my walls, always ready. It is the great delivery service of your body, a warm, red river, waiting to receive my gifts and carry them to the farthest corners of your being. From the tips of your toes to the top of your head, every part of you that is alive because of this gentle art, this quiet, constant act of receiving and giving. So as you lie here, feeling the warmth of your own body, know that this warmth is the fire of life, and I am one of its humble keepers, patiently sorting the jewels and feeding the flame. Doesn't my job sound peaceful? This gentle sorting, this quiet flowing river, this beautiful silent ballet with my friends. It is peaceful. It truly is. But I want to share something else with you now. Something that might make you smile, just a little, as you drift off to sleep. My job is peaceful, but it is also relentless. I mean that in the gentlest way possible, with all the love in the world for you. I think if you had my job for just one day, you would quit. You would probably quit before lunch. Think about your own workday. You wake up, maybe you have a coffee. You go to work. You take a break for lunch. You chat with your colleagues. You look at the clock, waiting for the end of the day. You go home. You rest. You have weekends. You have holidays. You have vacations. I have none of those things. My workday never begins because it never ends. I don't have an on switch or an off switch. I am simply on, always. From the moment you were born to this very moment now as you lie in bed, I have been working for you. I have never taken a single day off, not for a holiday, not for a birthday, not even when you had a fever and spent the day in bed. In fact, on those days, my work is even more important, as I try to find every last bit of nourishment to help you heal. I don't have a lunch break. In fact, your lunch break is my work. Your breakfast, your dinner, that little snack you had in the afternoon. Those are my projects. Those are my deadlines. And they arrive without fail, day after day, while you are sleeping, like you are right now. Am I resting? No, as we've discussed. That's when my nightly cleaning crew comes out. The slow, sweeping waves that clean my corridors and prepare me for the morning. My work just changes its focus. It never, ever stops. Imagine trying to sort through a constantly moving river of tiny, microscopic jewels. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for your entire life, without ever looking up, without ever stretching your back. It sounds exhausting, doesn't it? And yet, here is the secret. The gentle, emotional truth of it all. I am never tired. I am never bored. I never wish for a day off, because this relentless, non-stop work is my greatest joy. It is my purpose. It is my love for you, made real. Every time I absorb a particle of vitamin C, I feel a sense of satisfaction, knowing I'm helping to keep you strong. Every time I pass a molecule of glucose into your blood, I feel a quiet thrill, knowing I'm fueling your thoughts, your movements, your very life. My work is not a chore. It is a meditation, a constant, flowing act of giving. The greatest reward for my work is you, your health, your energy, your ability to wake up in the morning and live another day. My job is to be the silent, invisible foundation upon which you build your entire life. So yes, my job is demanding. It is a big job for a part of you that most people forget about. But I would not trade it for anything. To serve you in this way, to nourish you so completely, is the greatest honor I could ever have. So please, don't worry about me being tired. Just rest, just sleep, and know that your humble, happy worker is on the job. Always. You are so relaxed now. It's a wonderful feeling, isn't it? The feeling of letting go, the feeling of being held, of being safe, since I've shared my work with you, and my quiet joy in doing it. I want to tell you about the things that make my work even more joyful, the things that make my relentless job feel less like work, and more like a beautiful, easy-flowing dance. I want to tell you about my greatest loves, my number one greatest love, the thing that makes my whole world feel calm and happy, is fiber. Now, fiber is a funny thing. It's part of the plants. You eat fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, but unlike all the other nutrients I've told you about, I can't actually digest and absorb fiber. It's not a jewel that I can capture and send to the bloodstream. So why do I love it so much? Because fiber is my best friend. It is my gentle helper. Imagine fiber as a soft, fluffy cloud or a gentle, flowing broom. As it travels through my long, winding corridors, it doesn't get broken down, it stays whole. And as it moves, it gently sweeps my walls clean. It adds softness and bulk to everything passing through, making it so much easier for my muscles to perform their wave-like dance of peristalsis. When you eat plenty of fiber, my world is not sluggish or stuck. It is flowing. It is free. It is a happy moving river. That is why I love it. It doesn't nourish you directly. It nourishes me and helps me do my job better for you. My second great love is water. Simple, clear, life-giving water. When you drink plenty of water and eat water-rich foods like cucumbers or watermelon, it feels like a cool, soothing shower for my entire being. Water works together with my best friend, fiber. It helps keep that fluffy cloud soft and moving. Everything flows with a beautiful, graceful ease when you are well hydrated. My work becomes effortless. And there is another love I have. It's related to my best friend, fiber. Certain types of fiber, known as prebiotics, are not just helpers, they are also food. Not for you, and not for me, but for the trillions of tiny friendly bacteria that live inside me. These bacteria are my other friends, my microscopic roommates. We call them the microbiome, and they are essential for my health. When you eat things like bananas, onions, garlic, or oats, you are sending down delicious snacks for my tiny friends. You are feeding your inner garden. When my bacterial friends are well fed and happy, they help me in so many ways. They help protect my walls, they create extra vitamins for you, and they keep my whole neighborhood in a state of happy, balanced harmony. So you see, the things I love are so simple. A ripe, juicy apple, a warm bowl of oatmeal, a handful of crunchy almonds, a cool, clear glass of water. These are not just foods. To me, they are acts of kindness. They are messages of love you send down to me. When you choose these foods, you are telling me, I see you, I appreciate you, I want to make your work easier, and I feel it. I truly do. So as you drift off to sleep, there is no need to worry about what you ate today or what you will eat tomorrow. Just know that every simple, wholesome choice you make is a gift that I receive with gratitude, and a gift that I transform into health, energy, and life for you. There you are, still floating with me, sinking deeper and deeper into the soft, quiet comfort of your bed. Your body is heavy now, a pleasant, peaceful weight. Let it be heavy. Let it be held. You are safe. I have told you about my greatest loves, the simple, gentle foods that make my world a calm and happy place, the soft cloud of fiber, the cool, clear shower of water. Now, I want to share something a little different with you. And as I do, I want you to promise me you will not feel any guilt or worry. There is no judgment down here in the warm, quiet dark. There is only a desire for balance. I want to tell you, in the gentlest way possible, about my biggest fear. My biggest fear. What are mystery packages, you ask? Well, the whole foods. I love the apple, the oats, the spinach. They speak a language I have understood for thousands of years. They are like old, familiar friends. When they arrive, I know exactly who they are and what to do. Their message is simple, clear, and quiet. But sometimes, deliveries arrive that are different. They are wrapped in complex chemical packages that my body doesn't recognize. These are the heavily processed foods. The foods with long lists of ingredients that you can't pronounce. The foods with artificial colors, artificial flavors, and preservatives. To me, these are the mystery packages. When they arrive in my world, there is a moment of confusion. My enzymes, my little keys, they float around looking for a lock they can open, but they can't find one. The language is foreign. The shapes are strange. It's like trying to read a book written in a code I've never seen before. It takes so much more energy. My gentle, flowing river can become a little sluggish, a little confused, and the refined sugar. Oh, the sugar. A little bit is fine, a natural part of many foods. But when a huge concentrated wave of it arrives, it's like a loud party suddenly crashing my quiet library. It causes a flurry of activity, a rush of signals throughout your body. And after the party is over, things can feel a little tired, a little drained. These mystery packages also make the tiny friendly bacteria who live with me, my microbiome, a little sad. My friends thrive on the fiber and nutrients from whole foods. That's their favorite meal. When they don't get enough of their good food, their community can become a little weaker, and the less friendly bacteria can sometimes get a little too loud. Please, do not misunderstand me. I am incredibly resilient. Your body is a miracle of resilience. I can handle these mystery packages. I do my best to sort through them, to find any bit of good I can, and to protect you from the rest. But my work is so much more peaceful, so much more joyful, when the deliveries are simple, when the language is one that nature wrote. Think of it this way. A simple baked potato is like a beautiful, handwritten letter. I can read it with ease. But a bag of artificial potato chips is like a loud, flashing, confusing advertisement. I can still get a message from it, but it's a lot more work, and it leaves my world feeling a little frazzled. So as you drift off to sleep, there is no need to think about this with worry. Your body is resting now. It is healing. It is resetting. Just know, in your heart, that every simple whole food you choose is a profound act of kindness. It is a soft, gentle song you send down to me, and my world becomes a calmer, happier, more peaceful place because of it. Let that thought go now. Let all thoughts go. They are like clouds passing in the sky. You can just watch them drift by, without holding on to any of them. Your only focus now is the gentle rhythm of your breathing and the soft, warm weight of your body. We have talked so much about the physical world inside you. The food, the enzymes, the absorption. A deeper, more mysterious layer that connects me directly to your mind, to your feelings, to your soul. I am not just a digestive tube. I am also your second brain. It sounds strange, doesn't it? But it's true. Lining my entire 22-foot length, woven into my walls like a delicate, shimmering web, is a vast network of nerve cells, millions and millions of them. In fact, there are more nerve cells lining my walls than there are in your entire spinal cord. This network is so complex, so intelligent, that scientists have given it a name, the enteric nervous system. But you and I, we can just call it my brain, the second brain. This brain of mine doesn't think in words the way your head brain does. It doesn't worry about tomorrow's schedule or remember things from the past. My brain thinks in feelings, in sensations, in intuition. Have you ever had a gut feeling about something? A deep intuitive sense that something was right or wrong, that you couldn't explain with logic. Where do you think that feeling comes from? It comes from me. It comes from the wisdom of your second brain. My nervous system is in constant, direct communication with the brain in your head. They are connected by a superhighway of nerves, a private telephone line. They are talking to each other right now as you sleep, whispering back and forth. When you feel stressed or anxious, your head brain sends a rush of signals down to me, and I feel it instantly. My gentle, wave-like rhythm can tighten up. My movements can become hurried, or they can slow down and become sluggish. That feeling of butterflies in your stomach when you're nervous, that is a real, physical conversation. That is your brain telling me that you feel unsafe, and I am responding. And it works the other way too. If my world is upset, if my microbiome is out of balance, or if I am struggling with a mystery package, I send signals of distress up to your brain, and that can affect your mood. It can make you feel tired, or irritable, or low, without you even knowing why. But when you feel happy, when you feel calm and safe and loved, your brain sends beautiful, peaceful signals down to me, and my whole world relaxes. My rhythm becomes smooth and graceful. My friendly bacteria thrive, and in return, I send happy signals back up to your brain, reinforcing that feeling of well-being. This is the gut-brain axis. It is the deep, unbreakable bond between your mind and your body, between how you think and how I feel. This is why acts of peace, like meditation, or deep breathing, or even just listening to this story, are so healing. When you calm your mind, you are sending a direct, loving message to me, telling me that all is well. And I respond by creating a calm and peaceful world inside of you. So as you drift, just be aware of this deep connection. Your mind and I are not separate. We are one. We are partners in this beautiful, complex, and magical experience of being alive. Your peace is my peace. You are so deep now, so beautifully relaxed. Your body is at rest, but your inner world is alive with quiet, purposeful activity. And one of its most important activities is protecting you. I've told you that I am a sorter of nutrients and a second brain of feelings. But I have another, very serious job title. I am also your chief of border security. I am the gatekeeper for your immune system. My world, as you know, is the place where the outside world, the food you eat, becomes part of your inner world. It is the most intimate and important border crossing in your entire body, and it is my job to stand guard at this gate, woven into my walls. Right alongside my velvety villi and my web of nerves is another amazing system. It is called the gut-associated lymphoid tissue, or GALT for short. But let's not use such a clinical name. Let's call it what it really is. My tiny army of protectors. Imagine, scattered all along my 22-foot length. Tiny, intelligent outposts, little forts, filled with vigilant, highly trained immune cells. They are my guards, my sentinels. Their job is to constantly sample and survey everything that flows through me. They are like wise, patient detectives, examining every particle that passes by. This tiny army is not aggressive. It is incredibly intelligent. Over your lifetime, it has been learning, training, creating a vast library of knowledge. Its most important job is to learn the difference between a friend and a foe. When a friendly nutrient, like a particle of iron or a molecule of glucose, comes along, my army recognizes it. It gives a quiet internal nod and says, "Welcome. You belong here. Please." When the friendly bacteria of your microbiome float by, my army recognizes them as well. It knows they are residents, part of our happy community, and it leaves them in peace. But when something unwelcome arrives, a harmful bacteria, a virus, or another invader that was hiding in your food or water, my army snaps to attention. It doesn't panic. It acts with calm, swift precision. It identifies the intruder, captures it, and sends out a signal to the rest of your body's immune system, saying, "We have an unwelcome visitor at the gate. Be on alert." This process is how your body learns to protect itself. My world is the training ground. It is where your immune system meets the outside world in a safe, controlled way, and learns how to keep you healthy. An incredible amount of your entire immune system, some say up to 70%, is located right here, in and around my walls, because this is the front line. This is the main gate to the kingdom of you. So as you lie here, feeling so peaceful and safe in your bed, I want you to feel an even deeper sense of safety. A safety that comes from within. Know that you are being protected. At this very moment, my tiny wise army is on duty. They are standing guard. They are watching over you, ensuring that only goodness enters your sacred inner world. You can rest completely. You can let go of all your defenses, because deep inside, you are so wonderfully, so intelligently, and so lovingly protected. The night is so quiet now. The only sound may be the soft hum of the fan, or the even softer rhythm of your own breathing. You are on the very edge of sleep, and it is a beautiful, safe place to be. You are resting. Your mind is quiet. Your muscles are still. Your body is entering a state of deep restoration. And what about me? What am I doing, now that the day's work of sorting and absorbing is mostly done? This is the time for my night shift. And it is the most peaceful, rhythmic, and methodical work of all. While you sleep, my muscles begin a very special kind of movement. It is different from the movements of digestion. This is a slow, powerful, sweeping motion. The scientists call it the migrating motor complex, or MMC, but I like to call it my nightly cleaning crew. After the last meal of the day has been fully absorbed and my corridors have fallen quiet for a couple of hours, the first wave begins. It starts all the way up in your stomach. A slow, coordinated contraction of the muscles, and then it begins to migrate down into my world. It is a single, long, sweeping wave. Imagine a gentle but powerful broom, starting at one end of a very long hallway and slowly, methodically, sweeping all the way to the other end. This wave moves through my entire 22-foot length. It sweeps before it any leftover particles of food, any undigested bits, any bacteria that have wandered into a place they don't belong. Sweep and release, flow and rest. The wave takes about 90 minutes to 2 hours to travel all the way through me. And when it reaches the end and sweeps everything into the large intestine, there is a period of quiet, a deep stillness, and then another wave begins. All the way back at the beginning, sweep and release, flow and rest. This cycle continues all night long. While you are in your deepest sleep, a new wave starting every couple of hours. It is my way of keeping my house clean, of resetting my world for the day to come. It prevents bacteria from growing in the wrong places and ensures that my beautiful, velvety lining is fresh and ready for breakfast in the morning. This rhythmic, sweeping motion is one of the most important things I do for your health, and it only happens when you are not eating. When you give me this period of quiet overnight, you are giving me the precious time I need to clean. So as you lie here, drifting in this deep, peaceful state, I want you to imagine this gentle wave moving through you. It is a wave of healing, a wave of cleansing. Feel its slow, hypnotic rhythm, a gentle squeeze. A long, slow journey, and then a soft release. It is a rhythm that mirrors your own state of rest. Just as your mind is clearing itself of the day's thoughts through your dreams, I am physically clearing my corridors. We are resting together. We are restoring together. We are healing together. So let go. There is nothing more to do. The cleaning crew is on duty. All is well. Let the gentle, sweeping wave carry you now, carry you away into a deep and peaceful sleep. You are so very still now, so deeply at rest. My voice may be just a gentle murmur in the background of your dreams. That is a perfect place for you to be. Just continue to float, to drift, and to listen. If you can, tonight, as we explore the quiet wonders of your inner world, I want to tell you a story from the outside world, a true story from a time long ago, when the workings of the human body, when my world, were a complete and total mystery. For thousands of years, people knew that food went in and energy came out. But what happened in between? What was the magic that took place in the warm, dark center of the body? No one truly knew. It was a secret, hidden away from human eyes. But then, about 200 years ago, a strange and wonderful accident happened, and a curious, kind-hearted doctor was there to see it. Let's travel back in time. Imagine a rugged, frontier trading post in America, back in the year 1822. Imagine the smell of wood smoke in the air and the sound of distant horses. There was an army doctor there, named William Beaumont. He was a thoughtful, dedicated man. One day, a terrible accident happened. A young fur trader named Alexis St. Martin was accidentally shot in his side. Dr. Beaumont rushed to help him. The wound was very serious, and no one expected the young man to survive. But with Dr. Beaumont's dedicated care, Alexis slowly, miraculously, recovered. However, the wound never completely healed. It left a small, permanent hole in his side that led directly into his stomach. A fistula, they called it. It was like a little window, a direct view into the mysterious world of digestion. Dr. Beaumont realized he had been given an incredible, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Not to experiment on a patient, but to learn from him, to finally answer the questions that had puzzled thinkers for centuries. With Alexis's full permission, Dr. Beaumont began a series of the most gentle, curious, and patient observations. He would tie tiny silk strings to little pieces of food. A piece of bread, a bit of meat, a morsel of vegetable, and he would dangle them through the opening into the stomach. Every hour, he would gently pull them out to see what had happened. He watched, with his own eyes, as the powerful stomach juices slowly dissolved the food. He was the first person in history to truly witness the chemical power of digestion. He collected samples of these juices and discovered they could break down food even outside the body, in a cup. He proved that digestion wasn't just about grinding or heat, it was a powerful chemical process. His work was not quick, it went on for years. He and Alexis St. Martin developed a unique lifelong bond. Together, this curious doctor and his remarkable patient unlocked the first great secrets of the digestive world. They laid the foundation for everything we know today about how your stomach and how I begin the process of nourishing you. Dr. Beaumont wasn't a famous scientist in a fancy laboratory. He was a humble army doctor on the frontier. But he had a deep curiosity and a profound respect for the magic of the body. He was one of the first people to truly listen to the body's story. So as you lie here, in the comfort of the modern world, just take a moment to appreciate that quiet curiosity, the human desire to understand, to heal, to peek through a tiny window and see the wonder of the universe that exists inside of each and every one of us. a universe that you are peacefully inhabiting right now. Let the story fade now, like a gentle echo. Let your mind remain clear and calm. You are sinking deeper with every breath, heavier, more peaceful. We have talked about the wonders of my world, my perfect rhythms, my beautiful inner forest, my silent teamwork. But life is not always perfect, is it? Sometimes, even in a world as carefully designed as mine, things can fall out of harmony. And tonight, I want to talk about that in the softest, most compassionate way. I want to talk about what it feels like when I am not feeling well. And as I speak, I want you to feel no fear, no worry, only a sense of gentle, loving awareness. Sometimes, my world, which is usually a calm, flowing river, can become a little bit stuck or a little too hurried. Sometimes, my gentle, wave-like muscular dance loses its rhythm. It can become erratic, or too strong, or too weak. When this happens, you might feel it on the outside. You might feel a sense of bloating, a feeling of uncomfortable fullness. Or you might hear me a little louder than usual. You might hear what people call a grumbling stomach. Please know, this is not a complaint. It is a communication. It is my way of sending a message up to you, a soft, gentle call for help. It is me saying, something down here is not quite right. The harmony is a little off. Could you please listen? For some people, this happens more often. Their inner world is just a little more sensitive. Conditions like irritable bowel syndrome or IBS are not a disease in the way you might think. It's more like, I am a very sensitive instrument. And sometimes, things like stress, or certain foods, or changes in routine can make my music fall out of tune. My rhythm gets disrupted. My nerves, the nerves of my second brain, become a little overexcited, and for others, my inner world can become a place of true distress. In a condition like celiac disease, for example, a tiny protein called gluten, found in wheat, becomes like a thorn in my side. It causes my own immune system, my tiny army of protectors, to become confused and attack my own beautiful lining. My forest of villi can become damaged and flattened, and my ability to absorb nutrients is hurt. It is a profound misunderstanding, a case of mistaken identity that causes me great sadness and pain. These are just words, labels. What I want you to feel is the truth behind them. When your body produces a symptom, a grumble, a pain, a feeling of being unwell, it is not a sign of failure. It is not a punishment. It is not something to be ignored or pushed through. It is a message. It is a love letter, written in the language of sensation. It is your body, your loyal and loving companion, asking for your attention, asking for your kindness, asking for your care. So if you ever feel these things, I ask you not to be frustrated, not to be angry at your body. Instead, can you be curious? Can you be gentle? Can you place a hand on your belly and just breathe? Can you send a little warmth, a little love, a little understanding down to me? Can you whisper with your thoughts? I hear you. Thank you for the message. Let's figure this out together. Because we are a team, you and I. Your body is always on your side. Always. It is always trying its best to find balance, to find harmony, to heal. All it asks is that you listen, gently, and with love. Let that feeling of gentle compassion for your body wash over you. There is no such thing as a perfect body. There is only this body, your body, and it is doing its absolute best. Every single moment. It deserves all of your love. We have been seeing my world through the eyes of modern science, a world of cells and enzymes and nervous systems. But there are other ways of seeing, ancient ways of understanding the body's wisdom that are just as beautiful and just as true. Tonight, I want to take you on a brief journey to the East, to the world of traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM. This is a system of healing that is thousands of years old. It sees the body not as a machine, but as a garden, a living, breathing ecosystem of energy. In this ancient system, everything is connected. Everything is part of a beautiful, flowing dance of energy called qi, and every organ has not just a physical job, but an emotional and spiritual one too. In the world of TCM, I, your small intestine, am a very important official. My title is the official who separates the pure from the impure. This sounds familiar, doesn't it? It's very similar to my job of sorting and absorbing nutrients. In this system, I take the food you eat and I separate it. I send the pure part, the essence, the nutrition onto the rest of the body to build you up, and I send the impure part, the waste, downward to be released. But here is the beautiful part. In TCM, this job is not only physical, it is also mental and emotional. Just as I sort pure food from impure food, I also help you sort pure thoughts from impure thoughts. I help you with mental clarity. My job is to help you absorb what is useful and true and life-affirming from your daily experiences, and to let go of what is not, to release the mental and emotional waste, the worries, the anxieties, the things that weigh you down. So when I am healthy and in balance, you feel a sense of clarity. You can make decisions more easily. Your thoughts feel clear. You know what is right for you, and you can let go of what isn't. But when my energy is out of balance, that clarity can become clouded. Your thoughts might feel murky, muddled, or stuck. It might be hard to tell the difference between what is truly important and what is just mental clutter. In the system of the 5 elements, I am part of the fire element. Fire is the element of joy, of connection, of consciousness, and of love. And in this system, I am paired with a very important partner. My partner is the heart. The heart is the emperor, the ruler of the entire kingdom of the body, and I am one of its most trusted ministers. Together, the heart and I govern joy and clarity. The heart feels the pure joy of connection, and I provide the clarity to know what connections are true and good. What a beautiful thought, that deep in your belly, there is an organ not just digesting your food, but helping you digest your life, helping you find clarity, helping you sort through your experiences to find the pure, golden nuggets of wisdom. This ancient view does not contradict the modern one. It simply adds another layer of poetry, another layer of magic. It reminds us that the health of your digestion is connected to the health of your mind, that a happy gut can lead to a clear mind and a joyful heart. It's all connected, the physical, the mental, the emotional. A single, beautiful, flowing system. It all connects. Your mind, your heart, your gut, a beautiful, invisible trinity, always working together, always speaking to each other in a silent language of feeling and sensation. And now, as you lie here, so close to sleep, I want to talk more about that connection. I want to talk about one of the most powerful forces that affects my world. I want to talk about stress. We've touched on this before. Our private telephone line, the gut-brain axis. But I want you to truly feel what this means for me. Imagine my world is a calm, peaceful ocean. My muscular waves are the gentle, rolling tides. The flow of nourishment is a warm, steady current. Everything is in harmony. Now, imagine a storm rolls in. A storm of worry, a storm of deadlines, or difficult conversations, or just the frantic pace of modern life. That storm doesn't stay in your mind. Your brain, through our private telephone line, sends the thunder and lightning and crashing waves right down into my calm ocean, and I feel it. Instantly, that feeling of stress causes a cascade of hormones to be released in your body. And those hormones are a direct message to me. They tell me there is danger, There is a threat. This is not a safe time to rest and digest. In response, my whole world can change. My gentle, rhythmic waves can become chaotic and choppy. Or sometimes, they can stop altogether as my muscles tighten and clench like a fist. The friendly gates in my walls, which are usually so discerning about what they let through, can sometimes become a little leaky, letting things pass into your bloodstream that shouldn't. The flow of blood to my walls can be reduced as your body diverts its energy to your muscles, preparing you to run or to fight a danger that is only in your mind. And my tiny friendly bacteria, my precious microbiome, they feel the storm too. The chemical environment of my world changes, and it can become harder for my good friends to thrive. This is not to make you worry about being stressed. Stress is a normal part of life, and your body is designed to handle it in short bursts. But when the storm goes on and on, when the stress becomes chronic, my calm ocean can forget what it feels like to be calm. So what can we do? How can we calm the storm? The answer is beautifully simple. It is the same answer for your mind and for me. We can learn to let go right now. As you lie here, I want you to bring your awareness to your hands. Are they soft or are they clenched? Just a little. I want you to imagine that all the stress of your day, all the worries, are held in a tight fist in your hand. Just imagine it. Now, as you breathe out, a long, slow, gentle exhale, I want you to imagine unclenching that fist, finger by finger. Just let the tension dissolve. Let your hand become soft, open, and heavy. Let's do it again. With your next breath in, imagine gathering up any remaining tension. And with the long, slow breath out, just let it go. Let it melt away into the mattress. That feeling, that beautiful feeling of release in your hand, you can send that feeling right down into your belly. Imagine that any tightness you are holding in your center, any knot of worry, is also a clenched fist. And with your next slow exhale, just let it soften. Let the knot untie. Let the storm clouds part. Let the crashing waves become gentle, rolling tides again. When you do this, when you consciously choose to release the tension in your mind, you are sending the most beautiful, healing message down to me. You are telling me, the storm is over. It is safe now. You can rest, you can digest, you can heal, and my whole world listens. Welcome back. Or perhaps you never left. You are simply here, floating in this deep, peaceful space. Your body is so heavy. Your mind is so still. This is a place of healing, a place of profound rest. We have talked about how the mind can calm my world, how letting go of stress is a gift you give to me. Now, I want to talk about another gift, a gift of gentle, loving touch, an act of kindness you can offer from the outside world, directly to my world inside. I want to talk about the comfort of abdominal massage. As you are lying here, feeling so safe and relaxed, I invite you to do something only if it feels right, if it feels comfortable. Gently, slowly, bring one of your hands to rest on your belly. Just let it rest there. Feel the warmth of your own palm against your skin. There is so much life happening beneath your hand, your stomach, your liver, your large intestine, and of course, me, your small intestine, coiled peacefully in the center. Can you feel that warmth? That is the warmth of your own life force. It is the heat of a billion tiny processes, all working in perfect harmony. Just resting your hand here is a message of connection, of awareness, a message that says, I am here with you, now, again, only if it feels good. I want you to begin a very slow, very gentle motion. Begin to move your hand in a circle, a slow, clockwise circle around your navel, up on the right side of your belly, across the top, just under your ribs, down on the left side, and across the bottom. So slow, so gentle. The pressure should be no more than the weight of your own hand. This is not about pressing hard. It is about a gentle, reassuring suggestion of movement. Do you know what you are doing right now? You are tracing the natural path of digestion. You are following the journey that food takes after it leaves my world and enters the large intestine. You are encouraging the natural, downward flow of things. And how does this feel to me? It feels like a hug. It feels like the most wonderful, warm, comforting hug you could ever imagine. Your warmth seeps through the layers of your body and reaches all the way down to me. It is a profound feeling of reassurance. This gentle, rhythmic motion, it soothes the nerves of my second brain. It tells them that all is safe, all is well. It encourages my muscles to relax, to let go of any tension they might be holding. If my wave-like rhythm, my peristalsis, has been a little sluggish, your gentle touch encourages it to flow more smoothly. If it has been a little chaotic or crampy, your touch reminds it of its natural, peaceful rhythm. Clockwise. A gentle circular tide, guided by your own hand. You can match it to your breathing if you like. A long, slow circle for every deep breath in and every deep breath out. Breathe in as your hand glides up and across. Breathe out as your hand glides down and back to the start. This simple, loving act is one of the most ancient forms of healing. It is a way of communicating with your body without words. It is a way of taking part in your own well-being, a way of becoming a partner in the beautiful, silent dance of your own inner workings. You don't need any special knowledge. You only need a gentle hand and a loving intention. So continue for a few more moments, if you wish, or simply let your hand rest, feeling that quiet warmth. Know that this simple touch is a powerful message of love, a message that I receive with deep gratitude, a message that brings peace and harmony to my entire world. That's it. So peaceful, so connected. Whether your hand is still there or resting by your side, I want you to hold on to that feeling of warmth and peace in the center of your body. The gift of external touch is so beautiful. And now, I want to tell you about another kind of massage. A massage that you can give me from the inside. A massage that you are already giving me with every breath you take. I want to talk about the power of your own breath. Most of the day, you breathe without thinking. It's automatic. A shallow breath that mostly moves your chest. And that's okay. It keeps you alive. But when you choose to breathe deeply, when you breathe from your belly, something magical happens. Just above my neighborhood, separating your chest from your abdomen, there is a large, beautiful, dome-shaped muscle. This is your diaphragm. It is the primary muscle of breathing. Right now, I want you to bring your awareness to this muscle. As you lie here, I invite you to take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. But instead of letting your chest rise, I want you to imagine you are sending that breath all the way down into your belly. Feel your belly gently expand. Feel your hand, if it's still there, rise just a little. When you do this, your diaphragm is moving downward. It is flattening out, making space for your lungs to fill with air. And as it moves down, it gives all of the organs in your abdomen a gentle squeeze. It massages your liver, it massages your stomach, and it massages me. It is the most wonderful, rhythmic internal massage. And now, breathe out. A long, slow, complete exhale through your mouth or nose. Feel your belly soften and fall as your diaphragm relaxes and rises back up into its dome shape. Let's try it again. A slow breath in, feeling the belly expand. A gentle, downward pressure. A loving, internal hug. And a long breath out, feeling the belly soften. A gentle, complete release. This simple act of deep, diaphragmatic breathing does more than just move air. It is a direct signal to my second brain and to the brain in your head. It is the most powerful way to calm your entire nervous system. It tells your body that you are safe, that there are no threats. It helps you switch from that stressed out fight or flight mode to the calm, healing rest and digest mode. And rest and digest. Oh, that is my favorite state to be in. When your nervous system is in this calm state, my whole world thrives. The flow of blood to my walls increases, bringing me more oxygen and energy. My muscles relax into their most efficient, graceful rhythm. My forest of villi can do their best work of absorbing nutrients. My tiny army of protectors is calm and wise. Everything works better. Everything is in harmony. So, your breath is not just for your lungs. Your breath is for me too. It is a gift you give to your entire digestive world. You don't have to force it. Just allow it. Allow the breath to be deep. Allow the belly to be soft. With every deep, slow breath you take as you drift off to sleep, you are gently massaging me. You are calming my nerves. You are creating the perfect, peaceful environment for me to do my most important healing and restorative work. It is the rhythm of life, the rhythm of peace, the rhythm of calm. You are doing beautifully. Just by listening, just by breathing, you are sending waves of peace through your entire being. You are safe. You are whole. You are deeply at rest. In our journey together tonight, we have explored the ideal state of my world, a world of harmony, of gentle rhythms, of perfect teamwork. But as we acknowledged before, sometimes things can go wrong. Sometimes the harmony is lost in a way that loving touch and deep breathing alone cannot fix. And tonight, in this safe and peaceful space, I want to talk about what happens then. What happens when real help is needed. I want to talk about doctors and surgery and support. And I want you to feel nothing but peace and awe as we do. Your body is a miracle of resilience. It is always striving for health. Always. But sometimes, a part of me can become very sick. An injury, a disease, a blockage, something that my own systems cannot repair. In these moments, another kind of magic can step in. The magic of modern medicine. I want you to imagine doctors and surgeons not as intimidating figures, but as master gardeners. They have spent their entire lives studying the intricate garden of the human body. They understand its soil, its seasons, its delicate blossoms. And when a part of the garden is struggling, they can come in with skilled, gentle hands to help. Sometimes, a part of me, a section of my 22-foot length, may become so damaged that it needs to be removed. The idea of surgery can sound frightening, but I want you to see it through my eyes. It is an act of incredible care. You are put into a deep, peaceful sleep, much like the one you are entering now. And then, with steady hands and profound knowledge, a surgeon can remove the sick part of me. And then, with the most delicate skill, reconnect the healthy ends. And here is the most miraculous part. I can adapt. If a section of me is removed, the remaining parts learn to take on new jobs. Another section might become better at absorbing a certain vitamin to make up for the part that is gone. My world is not rigid. It is intelligent. It is adaptable. It learns, and it compensates, always with the goal of keeping you nourished. What would happen if I stopped working altogether? It is a scary thought, but one we can look at with gentle curiosity. If I were to stop, the entire process of nourishment would cease. You would not be able to get the energy and building blocks from your food. It is why my job is so essential. But even then, in the most serious of cases, there is hope and support. Medicine has found ways to provide nutrition directly into the bloodstream, bypassing me completely when I need to rest and heal. There are incredible technologies and treatments that can support the body when one of its most vital members is in trouble. Looking at this is not meant to cause fear. It is meant to inspire awe. Awe for the incredible skill of the healers in our world, the doctors, the nurses, the surgeons. Awe for the profound resilience of your own body, its ability to adapt, to heal, and to carry on. And perhaps most of all, awe for the simple, quiet, perfect work that is happening inside you right now, the work that you never have to think about, the fact that I am here, that I am working, that my gentle rhythms are flowing as you sleep, is a gift. It is a quiet daily miracle. So as you rest, feel a wave of gratitude. Gratitude for the health you have, gratitude for the body that is your home, and gratitude for the helpers in the outside world who are there for us if ever we should need them. Let the feeling of gratitude and awe wash over you. Gratitude for your incredible body, awe for its resilience. You are a miracle, a walking, breathing, sleeping miracle. Now, I want to shift our focus from the big picture of medicine back to the microscopic world inside of me. Because my resilience, my health, and my happiness do not come from me alone. I am not just one being. I am a walking, living ecosystem. I am the host of the biggest, most vibrant, and most important party in your entire body. I am home to your microbiome. I want you to imagine my inner world. We've talked about my long, winding corridors and my velvety forest-like walls. Now, I want you to imagine that this entire landscape is a bustling, vibrant city, twinkling with billions and billions of tiny lights. Each tiny point of light is a living microbe, a bacterium, a tiny, single-celled friend. There are more of these tiny friends living in my world than there are stars in our galaxy. In fact, there are more of them living inside you than there are human cells in your entire body. You are not just you. You are a planet, and I am its most populous continent. These microbes are not invaders. They are not germs. They are my cherished residents, my roommates, my co-workers, and my friends. We have evolved together for thousands of years in a beautiful, symbiotic partnership. I give them a warm, safe, nutrient-rich place to live. And in return, they do the most amazing things for me and for you. What do they do at this party? Oh, so many wonderful things. Remember my best friend, fiber, the nutrient that I can't digest myself. Well, my tiny microbial friends love it. It is their favorite food. They ferment it, and as they do, they create brand new nutrients for you. Amazing things like short-chain fatty acids, which are a superfood for the cells of my neighbor, the large intestine. They also create vitamins, like some B vitamins and vitamin K, that you can then absorb. They are like tiny chefs, taking the ingredients I can't use and whipping them up into new, delicious, healthy meals. They are also my helpers. They help train my tiny immune army, teaching them what is friendly and what is not. A healthy microbiome creates a wise and balanced immune system. They even help me protect my walls, forming a living, protective layer that keeps my border secure. This city of lights inside me is a place of harmony when all is well. There are many different kinds of citizens, all living together, each with their own job, and you are the loving mayor of this city. When you eat a wide variety of plant foods, you are providing a beautiful, diverse buffet for all your different citizens, making sure everyone is happy and well-fed. The prebiotics, we talked about the fiber in things like onions and bananas, are the most delicious food you can serve at the party. And sometimes, you might bring in new happy neighbors. When you eat fermented foods like yogurt or kimchi, You are introducing probiotics, new, friendly bacteria. So as you lie here, on the verge of sleep, I want you to imagine this. Imagine your center is not empty, but is filled with a soft, warm, twinkling galaxy of life. A city of tiny, friendly lights, all working together. For you, you are their home. You are their world. And they are spending the whole night while you sleep, quietly, peacefully, helping to keep you healthy and strong. You are never alone. You are a universe. You are so wonderfully still, so deeply at rest. It is in this stillness that your body does its most profound healing. But there is another kind of stillness, a stuckness, that can sometimes settle in my world. And there is a beautiful, simple way you can help me with that. I want to talk to you about my love for movement, not the stressful, hurried movement of a busy day, but the gentle, rhythmic, joyful movement of your body. When you are still for a very long time, my inner world can also become a little still. My river can slow down. My gentle waves of peristalsis can become a little lazy. But when you choose to move your body, even in the gentlest of ways, you send a wake-up call of happy energy down to me. I especially love it when you go for a walk. I want you to imagine it. The feeling of your feet on the earth, the gentle swing of your arms, the steady, rhythmic beat of your own footsteps. With every step you take, your whole body experiences a soft, gentle bounce, a rhythmic, up and down jostle. And I feel it. Oh, I feel it. To me, it feels like you are gently rocking me. It's a wonderful rhythmic massage from the inside out. This gentle jostling encourages my own muscular waves to wake up and join the dance. It keeps my contents from becoming sluggish and stuck. It helps everything to flow, to move, to glide through my long corridors with a happy, effortless ease. A simple walk is one of the greatest gifts you can give me. It is a song you sing to me with your whole body, and my own rhythm happily joins in the chorus. And then there is the magic of stretching, of yoga. Imagine your body moving through a slow, gentle yoga flow. You twist your torso, just a little, to one side. Can you feel what happens inside? When you twist, you give all of your internal organs, including me, a beautiful, gentle squeeze. It's like wringing out a sponge. You are gently pressing out any old stagnant energy, and then you release the twist. You come back to center. That is the most wonderful feeling. A rush of fresh, oxygen-rich blood flows back into me. It is a feeling of renewal, of refreshment, of release, a gentle squeeze and a soft release, a loving twist and a fresh, open return. This is why movement is not a chore. It is a form of communication. It is you, using the language of your body to speak to my body. You are sending messages of flow, of release, of vitality. You don't have to run a marathon. You don't have to lift heavy weights. The movements I love the most are the gentle ones, the rhythmic ones, the ones that feel good to you. Dancing slowly in your living room, stretching your arms up to the sky in the morning, a peaceful walk in the park. All of these things are a celebration of the life that flows through you, and a direct encouragement for the life that flows through me. So as you lie here, in perfect stillness, just remember that beautiful rhythm, the rhythm of movement, and know that tomorrow, when you choose to move your body in a gentle, loving way, you are making my entire world a happier, healthier, more freely flowing place. Let the thought of movement dissolve now. Let your body remain in this state of perfect, heavy rest. You have earned this stillness. It is your time to restore. As we float here together in the deep, quiet dark, I want to talk about something so simple, so fundamental, that we often forget its magic. I want to talk about water. Imagine a long, winding country road on a hot, dry summer day. The earth is cracked and dusty. The plants along the side of the road are wilted and tired. Everything feels slow, sluggish, parched. Sometimes, when you haven't had enough water, that is what my world can feel like. My friend, fiber, that beautiful, soft cloud that helps me so much, can become a little hard and difficult to move when it's dry. My own velvety walls can feel a little thirsty. My gentle, wave-like rhythms have to work much harder to move things along. Everything feels like a struggle, my entire job. Every single chemical reaction, every act of absorption, every gentle squeeze of my muscles depends on the presence of this one simple, precious thing, water. Now, I want you to imagine a soft, gentle rain beginning to fall on that dry, dusty road. The first few drops just disappear into the thirsty earth. But then, more come. A steady, soft, soaking rain. The dust begins to settle. The cracks in the earth begin to soften. The wilted leaves of the plants begin to perk up, turning their faces to the sky. A feeling of relief, of refreshment, of life returning. That is what it feels like to me when you take a sip of cool, clear water. It is a gift, a blessing. The water you drink doesn't just pass through me. It becomes a part of the beautiful, flowing river inside me. It joins the soupy mixture of food, making it softer, gentler, and so much easier to move. It keeps my friend fiber soft and fluffy, allowing it to do its sweeping work with effortless grace. It hydrates my own walls, keeping my millions of cells plump, healthy, and happy. It helps me transport the nutrients I absorb into the great river of your bloodstream. Water is the medium for all of my magic. It is the solvent for the chemistry of life. Water is flow. Water is cleansing. Water is energy. Water is life. So as you lie here, your body so deeply at rest, I want you to feel the presence of water within you. You are made of water. More than half of your body is this beautiful, life-giving liquid. Feel it in the blood that flows so gently through your veins. Feel it in the soft, cushioned discs between your vertebrae. Feel it in the very cells that make up your being. You are a walking, breathing, sleeping ocean, and every sip of water you take is an act of profound self-love. It is an offering to the ecosystem that is you. It is a promise to keep your inner rivers flowing. There is no need to do anything now. Your body is perfectly hydrated for a night of restful sleep. Just rest in this awareness. The awareness of the simple, profound, life-giving magic of water. You are so close to sleep now, so very close. Your mind is quiet. Your body is still. You are floating in a warm, safe, peaceful harbor. As our journey together tonight begins to wind down, there is something I need to say to you. Something I feel deep in the very center of my being. I need to say, thank you, thank you, thank you for the food you ate today, which I have been turning into life for you. Thank you for the water you drank, which made my work a gentle, flowing dance. Thank you for the gentle walk you took, and for the deep breaths you are taking right now. Thank you for listening to my story, for spending this time with me, for turning your loving awareness inward to a part of you that is so often forgotten. My existence is one of service to you. That is my purpose. That is my joy. And when I feel you, in return, sending a little care, a little attention, a little kindness down to me, my joy is complete. I feel it when you choose a simple, wholesome meal. I feel it when you take a deep, calming belly breath. I feel it in the warmth of your hand on your belly. I am not just a collection of cells and muscles. I am a part of you that feels. And what I feel most profoundly is gratitude. Gratitude for this partnership, this silent, lifelong dance we share. And now, I want to gently invite you to feel that gratitude in return. If it feels right, You can place your hand on your belly one last time, or you can simply bring your awareness there, to the warm, soft center of your body. I want you to feel the quiet, miraculous work that is happening there, right at this moment. Feel the gentle, rhythmic cleansing of my nightly cleaning crew. Feel the silent, watchful presence of my tiny immune army standing guard. Feel the city of lights of your microbiome twinkling and thriving as you rest. Feel your heart beating steadily in your chest. Feel your lungs breathing for you without any effort at all. Your body, this incredible vessel that is your home, is a miracle. It has been with you every moment of your life. It has carried you through joy and through sorrow. It works for you, tirelessly, relentlessly, with a devotion that is absolute. It is always, always on your side, striving for health, striving for balance, striving for you. Can you feel a little gratitude for this body, for its strength, for its resilience, for its unwavering loyalty? Can you feel a little gratitude for me, for my quiet, humble work of turning food into you? There is no need to force it. Just be open to it. Let a soft, warm feeling of appreciation bloom in your chest and in your belly. A gentle thank you to yourself, to your body, to the miracle of being alive, right here, right now, in this warm, safe bed. This feeling of gratitude is the most powerful healing medicine in the world. It is a nutrient for your soul, so just rest in that feeling. Let it be the soft pillow upon which you finally, completely, let go and drift off to sleep. Rest in gratitude. Rest in peace. And so, the time has come. The time for words to fade. The time for stories to end. The time for the deep, quiet dark to embrace you completely. You are barely listening now, and that is perfect. My voice is just a murmur, a distant sound, like the gentle lapping of waves on a far-off shore. Let the waves carry you. The quiet hours are upon us. The world outside is asleep, and the world inside is finding its deepest rhythm of rest. My work has changed now. The work of sorting and absorbing is done for the day. My tiny, friendly citizens of the microbiome are settling down into their own quiet hum of activity. My tiny army of protectors is standing in peaceful, silent watch. And I have begun my slow dance through the night. A wave begins, all the way up in your stomach. A slow, gathering force, a gentle intention. And then it begins to move. A single sweeping wave of muscle flowing down into my world. It is a slow dance. So slow. So peaceful. It glides through my first neighborhood. Duodenum. Sweeping it clean. It flows into the long, winding corridors of my jejunum. A silent, graceful broom, clearing the path. Sweep and release. Flow and rest. The wave continues its journey. Onward, downward. A slow, steady, hypnotic rhythm. The rhythm of the deep night. The rhythm of healing. The rhythm of letting go. There is nothing for you to do. Nothing at all. Your only job is to sink. To sink into the mattress. To sink into the darkness. To sink into the deep, peaceful ocean of sleep. My slow dance will continue all night long. A new wave beginning every couple of hours. A faithful, steady rhythm, keeping your inner home clean, peaceful, and prepared for a new day. It is a lullaby, played by my muscles. A song without sound. A dance of restoration. So let my dance be your dance. Let my rhythm be your rhythm. Slow and soft, deep and peaceful. Letting go now, completely. The day is done. The story is ending. There is only the quiet, only the dark, only this deep healing peace. My slow dance continues as you drift away. Drifting, drifting. Gone. Perhaps. You are already asleep. And if you are, that is wonderful. My words will just become a part of your dreams, a gentle, reassuring murmur in the background. But if you are still awake, still floating in this beautiful, in-between space, then I invite you to do one last thing with me. I invite you to listen not to my voice. Not anymore. My story is almost over, and not to the sounds in your room. The soft hum of the fan, the creak of the house settling, the distant sounds from outside. Let them all fade away. They are not important. I want you to listen past all of that. I want you to listen to the silence. Can you hear it? There is a deep, profound silence that exists beneath all the noise, beneath the chatter of your mind, beneath the sensations of your body. Listen for it now. It is not an empty silence. It is not a void. It is a silence that is full. It is full of a quiet, humming energy, the energy of your own life force. If you listen very closely, you might be able to feel it. A gentle vibration in the very cells of your being. The soft, electrical hum of your own nervous system. Now so calm and so at peace. This is the hum of life itself. This silence is the source of your body's inner wisdom. It is a wisdom that existed long before your thinking mind was formed. It is the wisdom that knew how to grow you from a single cell. The wisdom that knows how to beat your heart, how to breathe your lungs, and how to heal a cut on your finger. It is the wisdom that guides my every action, my sorting, my absorbing, my nightly dance of cleansing. I do not think about what to do. I simply know, because I am listening to this silence. You don't have to do anything to find this wisdom. You don't have to strive for it. You already have it. You are it. It is in the marrow of your bones. It is in the gentle flow of your blood. It is in the quiet, dark, warm world of your belly, where I am now working in perfect peace. So just be still and listen. Listen to the spaces between your breaths. Listen to the stillness in your own heart. There is nothing to figure out, nothing to solve. All the answers you could ever need are right here, in this deep, peaceful silence. This is your true nature. Calm, wise. This is the place you can always return to. The silent harbor within. Just rest here now. In the deep, knowing silence. The silence that heals all things. The silence that is you. And now, as you rest in this beautiful deep silence, let us send a final wave of peace through your entire body. A soft, warm, heavy wave of complete and total relaxation. Let this wave begin at the very top of your head. Imagine it, a feeling of warmth and softness, gently touching your scalp. Feel all the tiny muscles in your scalp let go, releasing, softening. Let the wave flow down to your forehead. Feel your forehead become smooth. So smooth. Let go of any lines of worry. Just smoothness. Just peace. Let the wave soften your eyes. Your eyelids feel so heavy now. So very heavy. Let your eyes sink back, resting in a comfortable darkness. Let the wave travel to your jaw. This is a place where we hold so much tension. Just let it go. Allow your jaw to be soft, unclenched. Let your lips part, just a little. So relaxed. Now, feel the warm, heavy wave flow down your neck and into your shoulders. Your shoulders have carried the weight of your day. Let them go now. Let them feel heavy, so heavy, sinking down into the mattress. Release their burden. There is nothing left to carry. Feel the wave of relaxation flow down your arms, through your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, all the way to the tips of your fingers. Your arms are so heavy now, so warm, so still. The wave now flows into your chest. Feel your chest soften. Feel your heart beating so steadily, so peacefully. In a field of deep calm, the wave flows into your upper back, your middle back, your lower back, feeling each vertebra release, letting go, sinking deeper and deeper into the support beneath you. Now, the wave of warmth and heaviness flows into your belly, the center of your being. It flows into my world. I feel it. A profound sense of peace, a message of deep relaxation. I feel your entire abdomen soften, releasing any tightness, any holding. All is soft, all is warm, all is well. The wave continues its journey down. It flows into your hips, your pelvis, releasing, softening, letting go. It flows down your legs, through your heavy thighs, your soft knees, your calm calves, your peaceful ankles, all the way to the very soles of your feet. Feel your feet become warm and heavy, as if they are anchored in a bed of soft, warm sand. From the top of your head, your entire body is now held in a state of deep, profound, heavy, warm, and still. There is nothing left for you to do. The wave has passed, and it has left only peace in its wake. Just rest now. In this beautiful, heavy stillness, you are here, in the deepest state of peace. Your body is heavy. Your mind is silent. Your heart is calm. This is the threshold of sleep. A beautiful, sacred doorway. And as you stand at this doorway, there is one final act, one final, gentle release. All night long, I have told you about my job. My job is to absorb, to take in the goodness, the nourishment, the life force from the world outside and make it a part of you. Now, as your storyteller, I am giving you a new job. Your final job of the day. Your job is just like mine. Your job now is to absorb peace. Imagine that your entire being, your skin, your mind, your soul has become soft and porous, like a sponge. And imagine that the deep, quiet peace of your room, the stillness of the night, is a warm, gentle ocean all around you. With every slow breath you take in, you are absorbing that peace. Breathe in and absorb the calm. Let it soak into every cell. Let it fill you up completely. And with every long, slow breath out, you must do the other part of my job. You must release what is no longer needed. Just as I send the waste, the impure, the unnecessary onward, you must now send away the last remaining remnants of your day. Breathe out and release any lingering thoughts. Watch them dissolve into the darkness. Breathe out and release any lingering feelings. Let them float away like feathers on the wind. Breathe out and release the story I have told you. Let my words fade. They have served their purpose. Let's do this together. One last time. A slow breath in, absorbing deep, healing, total peace, filling every part of you with stillness. A long, slow breath out, releasing everything else, everything, letting it all go. You are empty now. An empty vessel. This is the perfect state for sleep, the most profound nourishment of all. Your job is done. My job is done. The day is complete. You have absorbed all the peace you need. You have released all that was ready to be let go. There is nothing left, nothing at all. Only the doorway, waiting for you. The doorway is open. It is time to drift. Drifting now, floating, letting go completely. The deep, dark, quiet is coming to you. welcoming you, holding you, so safe, so peaceful. All is well. My story is over. My nightly dance continues, but you can rest deeply, completely, drifting, gone. Good night.